Hey y'all, hey, it's Nikki here at the beautiful Atlantic Beach, North Carolina at the Bite at the Box restaurant on the rooftop. It's a beautiful view. I'm super excited to be here for the World 1000 race, and I have the chance finally to speak to TCDYC and the skipper and crew. I'm super excited to have them here. I know you guys have been dying to see them and ask some questions. Hopefully, I can get some information from Jeff behind the camera with any questions that you have, but I'm going to ask the ones that I've been having on my mind in regards to the race and how they feel about it. I'm here with the amazing Jean Blanc, as he advised me of how to say. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much for your time. And of course, I also have the amazing Chris Green. How are you this evening?
I'm great. Thanks, Nikki.
I'm super excited again to speak to you guys. Now, one of the things I wanted to ask you, Jean, first is about the Tybee Island leg. We all know that that was a trying leg, it was a strenuous leg. So tell me a little bit more about how you guys got through that.
Well, with team effort, and it's been like it was a long day and really tiring for us, but we just keep on going and just never give up. And a little bit after a little bit, just we just came through and we made it. So.
I'm glad you guys actually made it through. I know we had a couple of snafus out there. How was it a way to readjust in regards to that while you're out there on the water?
Yeah, well, it was challenging. On that leg, we sailed hours and hours and hours in the dark, and that's really interesting. When the sun goes down, you have nothing in front of you. That you watch the horizon, the sky, and the water just blend together and go away. And then after that, you're trying to work out, is the boat up in the air on one hull? Is it sat down? What's going on? We had a rudder issue, so we had one rudder was up, and when we went on in one direction, if we flew the hull too high, the rudder would come out the water and we'd lose control of the boat. And so after a few hours of sailing in the dark, we eventually lost control of the boat and we turned over in the dark. We capsized the boat and got back on. But yeah, we pushed as hard as we could. We didn't back off. We, flat out the whole time. We were using the instruments on the boat to see how fast we were going and make sure we weren't loafing. And just like it's weird. It's like you're sailing into a black hole. You can't see anything. It's like running with your eyes shut against the wall. You're like, am I going to hit something or not? But it was okay. We were so glad to see the lights of Tybee Island and get in.
I know you guys were. It was, listen, seeing you guys come off, it was like you honestly know that they were out there for a long time, but they pushed through. You guys pushed through, and it was amazing to see you guys come in. So, with him saying that Tybee was a difficult leg to complete, how was Surfside coming into Atlantic Beach?
Um, Sorry, I struggled a little bit with the name. Which
This one here.
this
This
one
one
here?
here.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, I really enjoyed today racing. We did not do amazing result-wise, but it was a super nice day to sail, and it was really pleasing to just have like a long ride, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Um, I think we are like finding a new like a key or something upwind to try to be a bit better, and it's nice because we can learn together, and it just like really it was a really pleasant day. So it was really quick to me.
I'm glad. Did you guys see any marine life, like the sea life that while you were out there today?
Oh yeah, I love looking at like the flipping fish. It's really fun because we don't have that much in France, and sometimes just flipping in the air just in front of us. Like we saw a few turtles, and yeah, I really enjoy the wildlife here.
I'm glad you guys get a chance to see that. I hear that a lot, where it's like here in the United States, they get a chance to see a lot of sea life and things like that. That's pretty freaking cool. So outside of that, I know we have another leg coming up that they say might be a little bit difficult outside of the Fear Cape. So what else do you have in mind? Do you have a strategy or any plans that you have or any repairs that you're working on? Because I know for the lay day, you guys was on what I was told was errands, runs, and repairs. So what do you guys have going on for the next leg?
Well, we've got absolute minimal repairs on the boat, which is great news. We've been doing good. We haven't broken anything the last couple of days. Strategy for tomorrow will be to go round this cape that's pretty close by here and try and get through the shallow part of that without breaking anything on the boat, and that can be challenging. Sometimes it's best not to be the first person to that and let the other people go first, and then you get to see if they got it wrong or if they got it right. And once we're through there, I think it'll turn downwind, and then we're really hoping to find a new gear, and that's where we tend to be faster.
I believe that's a very smart strategy. Is looking to see what the others are going to experience
Yeah.
before you even go through
Yeah.
there. Like that is, you guys might be onto something. So I know you have a lot of Facebook fans that have been dying to see and speak to you. I know you have them outside of the United States. So if you guys want to take some time to speak to them, you're more than welcome to because we have the platform and opportunity.
Yeah. So, hi everyone. Hello, Marie. I just send you a lot of love and hi to my mom as well and all the friends that we all that look at us right now. Thanks.
Yeah, and just thank you to all the fans and followers out there. We really, really appreciate all the kind words, the suggestions, the commentary, even the smack talking is fun. So keep it up. Like, really love the engagement. Love the fact, I know I've got a lot of people that I work with that are busy following the race during the day rather than working. So shout out to my number one fan, Jay Embry, and to my family. Without their forbearance, I wouldn't be able to do this. So, thank you, Karen.
So I was told to ask a question. I was told TCDYC, of course, stands for Texas City Dyke Yacht Club, correct?
That's right.
So also, I was told it's a virtual yacht club, correct?
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's if you go down the Texas City Dike, it is a road that sticks out in Galveston Bay for about 5 miles with a sandy beach on one side, and there's not a lot down there, especially after Hurricane Rita. There's nothing there, but it's a great place to go sailing. So in 2002, we were sat around a fire drinking beer, and we decided, why don't we start a yacht club? And the original idea was, if we start a yacht club, we could get reciprocal rights at New York Yacht Club, which at the time was like involved with the America's Cup. So that was the dream. And then we came up with a constitution and charter, which is only about 7 sentences long. And the first sentence is Texas City Dyke Yacht Club follows no rules. We follow the wind in all matters. So.
I love that. That is pretty cool. I also was told that you had a weird place either for a meeting or something, or the business establishment or something like that.
Well, I mean, we used to just we would keep all the stuff in a shed in my backyard. That was as much as the headquarters of the yacht club was. I used to run the website off my Comcast home internet connection for like 15 years, and the club's still going. I mean, it's more than 20 years now. We've run national championships. There's Roger and Scott Toomer are involved now, keeping it going now that I live in California. And there's a lot of other volunteers, and it's just like a great group of people. I came to America in 2001, temporary assignment. I was supposed to go back to England after 18 months, but after meeting great people on the beach in Texas, all cat sailors, they're the reason I'm here in America. And my ground crew, I want to give a shout out to them. So I've got Trey Garrison, Dave Lieb, and Kurt Peters. And those are guys I met 20 years ago on the beach. Still my friends, and they're out here spending their time helping us do the race.
And when I tell you those guys are cool, they're cool. Okay,
Yep.
if you haven't met them or seen them, they're cool and they work pretty hard. Now I do have a couple of accolades that I wanted to say because the beautiful Bev gave me a couple of informations about you guys. So Chris Green, of course, is our skipper, and he's a 2-time world vet, correct?
Yep, 2019 and 2022. So this is my third time doing the race.
Congratulations. And of course, with Jean Ballon, he's the crew member. He's new to the world and the son of Emmanuel Ballon of Team Cirrus MM Sailing. Oh my goodness, really?
Yes, absolutely.
So how long have you been sailing?
Pretty much my whole life. I started sailing competitively. I was 6 years old maybe, and but I get into F18. I was 15.
Oh,
So it's been a little while now.
So how do you feel about being a part of the world for the first time? I'm a newbie and I'm loving it. How you like it?
Oh, I'm loving it. I've been training for a year now for this competition, and knowing that it will be hard, but it's just amazing.
So what does training look like for you?
Well, a lot of physical training and endurance. That's pretty much yeah. And, lots of endurance actually, because I used to be more of a runner, and so I really had to train a lot to be able to keep up for a day long of sailing. So
You might have to teach me because everybody keeps asking me, am I going to be a part of this race in a couple of years? Because I guess my leniency in the body. So you might have to assist me with that. But I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me. Again, a lot of fans been waiting to see you guys on the live. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you because he gave me his sweatshirt and it is the most warmest thing I've ever felt in my life. I'm a Floridian and coming outside of Florida, I'm cold. And thank you so much for giving me a sweatshirt. It is Nikki here at the beautiful Atlantic Beach, North Carolina with the World 1000 race. And I'll be back. Hold on. Wait, I got my fan. Wait.